Hi, my name is Katie Jones. I am the reference librarian in the BPCC library. And in this video, we are going to go over how to find resources on literature topics in our print reference works, and a little bit about those reference works before we begin. I brought with me today the Contemporary Literary Criticism. If you've had the opportunity to come to the library, you've noticed that we have shelves and shelves of these big brown books. We have not only the Contemporary Literary Criticism, but also a few other series, including the 19th century literary criticism, 20th century, we've got a Shakespearean literary criticism, and then we even have some on different formats, such as drama, short story, and poetry. So there's a lot of really wonderful information in these books, and they're really just collections of criticisms on popular works and popular authors. So if you're doing a research paper on some literary work, these are a really good place to find information. But they can be tricky. We have hundreds and hundreds of these books. So today I'm going to show you how to find which books will have information on your specific work. So I'm going to switch over to the full screen of the web page. And again, to get to the BPCC Library web page, we're going to go to Academic Life in the gray bar and Library. So Academic Life and Library. And then I want to go to Databases by Subject. Databases by Subject. And in general, it's good to know for this paper that we have a list of databases on literature topics. So any one of these would be a really wonderful place to go for some of these literary criticisms. To find the index to find information in these print reference works, you will need to go to the Literature Resource Center by Gale Group. It's very key. Literature Resource Center by Gale Group. I'm going to click on that, and it will bring up Literature Resource Center, which in itself is a wonderful database. I will do a video on that you can see how to search for information in the database, but right now we are focusing on how to find information in the print works. So here, you'll notice in the blue bar we have an option called Gale Literary Index. Gale, who has published this database, is also the publisher to many of those print reference works that we have. So they're going to tell us where in their reference works they have published information on different popular works. So I'm going to click on Gale Literary Index. And at this point, I want to click on Title Search. Now, if you need biographical information on your author, then by all means take a look at that author search. But the title search will give you the information specifically about that work rather than the author of the work. So I'm going to click on Title Search. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and put the title of Mice and Men. Now you want to be very specific about the title of your work. For example, the difference between Call of the Wild and The Call of the Wild will bring up completely different results. So you want to make sure that you've got the right title. And then I want to say match all words entered. Match all words entered. If I keep it match any words entered, it will bring up any book with the word mice, any book with the word men, and we'll get a lot of results that we don't need. So I'm going to say of Mice and Men, match all words entered, and click Search. And so here, it's given me three options, and I want Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. So I'm going to click on that option, and here it has given me what we call the Gale Literary Index. They have given us a list of every print reference work that they have published information about Of Mice and Men in. So for example, I mentioned 20th century literary criticism. The bold, it's saying that in that series, the bold number is going to be the volume, followed by the page numbers within that volume. So here we have volume 135, and it says pages 264, 289 through 290, 321, and so on and so forth. All of those will just be collections of criticisms of mice and men. Now you can bring this list once you print it out. You can bring it to the front desk and we can tell you specifically which of these titles we own. We've got most of them, but unfortunately not all. So but I can already tell you these novels for students, world literature criticism, here's the contemporary literary criticism, we own those. And so every page number range you see is another possible source for your paper. So those print reference works are a wonderful resource for you when you are doing this English 102 literary research paper. If you need any help with that, again, please come by the library. We can always help you find your novel, and that way you can have a list of wonderful places in our print reference works where you can get information. Thank you, everyone.